Okay, so jumping back into the query columns. So yeah, the question is, what can't you replace with this? So previously you had to create a list of IDs. Good old lawnmowers. Doing Satan's work. Oh my gosh. You know when you're around nature and you're like, oh, this is just way too much. God, I can lay in this grass and bask in all the birds and the bees. Ugh. I want everything to be a golf course. Okay, so the groups that the person is a part of. So then the question is, can you use like choice selectors to update a no, it's probably a query column, not a reference. Wow, this is going to take a lot of practice. But anyway, previously if you wanted to create like a friends list, you could... That was the challenge, because you could go to the user profile, and in like JavaScript I would just say, add this to my friends list, this person. That button would say find the ID and add it to the set of my user friend list. And the other way, which is kind of tough because adding to set in Glide is actually kind of tough. You need like the trebuchet method, and I never quite figured that out because you needed to create a column for the list and then comma separated, then create like a user defined column for the new element, and then like a template to say the new element plus or add to array set of the initial list, and then like stringify the array set into the new list, and then update the initial string list with the new template anyway. So I was like, what? I just want to add an element to an array and then show it. But anyway. Okay, so the groups, in this case, there's a string, there's the array of the string, which is a split text field column. And oh, suburbia. Gotta kill the nature. The refs. Okay, the names of all the groups that I'm a part of. So, doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa-doopa. But this is a direct editing. Alright, let's do something different. What if I did... Alright, like a post. A post is going to have an author field. I love these freaking author ID, author ref. Oh. Yeah. So that's grouped. What? Why is this different? Author ID and author / ref. Why are you different? Whatever. Or if it's a relation. So peaceful. Events. Events. I don't know. What are we trying to do here? Author. Let's just try something. So we'll say author and then query, and then it could be a query column, source, author, ref. Oh, right, because the query column, right, the reference column can't be directly, well, you can. I don't know what it does. So the author ref, source author ref, I would filter by source author ref. I'm slightly confused here. If I were to say user, filter by, this is basically recreating a relation column, so this is not, oh, the ID is for this post, info, oh no, this row has, okay, this row is the author ID. This query will be faster as a relation. Right, if it's just a query, author query. So that doesn't help. Let's do something with multiple, like event reservations. So firstly, I'm going to change that to RSVPs, or just RSVPs. Simplification. So the RSVPs has the author name, because it's annoying to reference the author ID. So firstly, let's add a row ID. Oh, right, just because that's that. So there's the parent, there's the ref, there's the image, timestamp, author ID, RSVPs. I really don't know what is going on here. Alright, the main, we got the body truncated, we got the image, when it starts, the author ID, location, if you're going, which is a user defined, and the reservations. Let's call, we'll say RSVP refs. But that's just a reference back. I really don't know what I'm doing here. Things, groups, post orders, things. Why do I have two things? Timestamp. Weird. Delete you. Okay. Things, I'm not even using things. But I was going to use things for, like, you can just create anything and then make that like something for sale or something for rent, and you can clone it. Like, if a thing is like a vacuum cleaner and you go, I want to rent the vacuum cleaner. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing here. Things, tags, models, okay. So, alright, well, for sure you can do back queries, right? Yeah, multiple relation back queries. So if I want to, well, yeah, like the user table, perhaps, we have groups. If in the group page you can manage the members, and then I want it to show all the things I'm a member of, because that way, if I created a group and it's a private group, I control the membership. So you don't want the person to go to their page and say, which groups are you a part of? You want the group editor to say which people are included in this. Okay, so we're going to try that. Why do people say we? It's like, I'm gonna try that. Okay, groups, we'll say query members. Groups, query members. Okay, no, groups, query member of. Okay, so that's a query. Source the group's refs. No. Because we do want the groups, and then I don't think I have that. Filter by. Okay, so let's go into the groups. I guess this is like a backwards relation lookup, which is pretty much what a query is. I feel like I'm playing chess. Okay, groups is member. That's just the start of a user-defined field. But we could say, we'll say members, put that in a folder, then add column right, members, user IDs, so that's a text thing, or is that a query? No. So I think this is a straight, because we want to manage the user list from the group, user IDs, so then I think we have to do the typical members array, and that's a split. The text is going to be the members user IDs split by God, these birds are beautiful, but I would prefer gasoline engines. User IDs, user array. So now the members, I think we have a ref relation where the members user IDs, or rather the array, matches the values in user's row ID. Match multiple. So now that we have from the groups page, so I go into a group. Go to group. Good old one boulder. Nothing but honest, caring people. So we got some events there. I should be able to edit this group as an admin. Yes, I can. Edit it. Banner, image, description, telephone, location. Okay, so from here we manage the group people. So I want a choice, and the choice is right to the members' user IDs. The source will be users. Values will be the row ID from the user, but the way it's displayed is as the name. And we can call it members. Let's just make it pills for now. So I can edit the members of this one boulder group. So, and then allow selecting multiple and add a few people. Oh, what the heck? Ooh, cool, better comments. It's a new user. Interesting. Okay, so now, right, group, member of. So this is like a kind of a defunct, but that was just the basic switch. Now, the collection of things related to the members, we're going to create a new collection. Members. It's kind of fun going into something and then realizing you missed like a basic functionality, like a 1.0. Alright, the data source is not going to be events, but it's going to be users. And the table, members, call it that. Maybe don't, adding people is probably useful. Filter data, so don't filter that, right? So the members that's everyone. Wait, no, the source should be this thing, the user list reference. So the members, okay, those are the people I selected. Okay. Extra small. Maybe make it a little bit even smaller. Okay, so we have couple of people there. And then let's make the meta the credit in total. Description, whatever, add tags or something. So I still don't really know what the query column. I'll have to rewatch that tutorial. Okay. So we have the members. Therefore, if I go into this guy's profile, I should be able to see. So let's finish this query column up. Tasks assigned, groups, query member of. So the query member of is where the source is, because it's not the group refs. What? And it can query itself? Well, that's a mind bender. Alright, the source is... Oh, and maybe you can make a reference to the thing and then query it. Still don't get that. Anyway, we'll start with groups. Filter by. So this is the group stuff. Filter by members. Array, maybe? Let's say contains this person, no, this row. So this row is in the user in the row ID, right? Right, okay, so then that's the query of that. Okay. So this is the groups that the person is a part of. So I can get rid of them, because yeah, you can't edit the groups you're a part of. I mean, theoretically you could, but then you'd have like there could be 100 groups, and then you're gonna like filter through, and then if they have to be public and all that, but it really should be like you're invited to this group. Okay, so I'm going to then delete the group's ID. Which means these should break. Yeah. Delete that. And then delete the group's references. Yeah. Right, because you got to manage it from the group side. Groups and the names. Well, there's nothing more satisfying than just removing columns. So the whole development speed will just multiply. So the groups that you're a member of are the ones that through the group management identified you. And then now that that works, I'm going into the users page, and the groups is a source. We're going to say groups, query member of. That is the source. This guy is in the one Boulder group. Okay. Right. So now that we have all the members, I might want to like add up all the coin that all the members have, and that's like the collective budget or something. Or let's do something slightly cooler, which is I want to create a graph, a bar chart. So now that I have, a list of, we have a straight reference of the members. So we're going to reference all the members. And the bar chart is going to, the value of the y-axis is the credit total. The x-axis is the name. Yeah, here we go. Elisa Garcia. Chart title will say, so the caption, well, we don't need the grid lines, but rather the legend. But you want to show the Y labels. And then you could put in, I don't know what this is, caption for the total value. Chart title would be seen, coin leaderboard or something. Of, or we'll say member coin leaderboard. Yeah, whatever. And then the options are the filter data. And I'm going to include name, or rather the credit total is not empty or is greater than 0. Cool, so now we just show the coin leaderboard there. How do you do a leaderboard? You gotta count the total and then find the index of the array, right? Ooh, find the index of. So if I do a leaderboard, let's create a new. So let's do a new. Let's do, I like the idea of gamifying money. I'm going to create a new screen. And I'm going to call it leaderboard. Okay, the new screen is called coin leaderboard, and we can change the icon to some kind of graph. Oh, chart. source. Users. Okay. Custom. Now the component that I want to add is a bar chart. In the group, it was all the people, or rather the members. And now I want to add those other parts. So the value is the credit total. Right. And then the chart title would be like total, I don't know, coin leader board or something. And then the filter, add a filter for when the credit total doesn't equal 0. Right. Maybe add a search bar, in-app filter. Sort by, let's say sort by credit total. Maybe go into that. So that makes sense that I've been giving most things away. In-app filter. Well, these aren't really working, so transfer in credit. What am I doing? Friends, location tags. That's interesting. Tags array, would that work? Alright. That's somewhat useful. So I want to, anyone in my family. I suppose you could do user-generated tags too. Like if someone's an asshole. It's like your private tags. But within my family, here are the total coin leaderboard. Yay. And then back to, let's show the Y label, but not the legend. It's a little bit nicer, and then you have it. That's neat. What does this do? You stack it up. I guess you need 2. Oh, but this could be like your total bandwidth. It's like all the coin in and out, and you take the absolute value of them. So, yeah, because you could have 0 coin, but you've done nothing. Or you could have 0 coin and spent and earned 1,000 coin, and that's more useful. So your like bandwidth amount is really your transfer rate. Right, because you're more helpful to an economy if you've made $1 million and then spent it. Okay, so that's an interesting concept. Let's go back into that and build that out. So the group, I feel like the tags. Friends you got. Okay, transfer in. Let's transfer out. Credit, let's do balance. You could say total bandwidth. That's a math. You say in calc minus out calc. But you want to take the absolute value of both. How on earth do you do that? Coin. So we'd probably want to do the first thing, that'll be plus. Oh. Well, they're already plus. Yeah. Right, because it's just calculated in and out. Right, so someone's total okay, so if I'm viewing this as a meow, and then I go to a person, and I say, I want to give Dev. He seems like he could use a bit. And I can add... This is fun. I don't even have to run a social network. I can just pretend I do. I go to Claire. She looks like she's saying meow. You're a tiger. Okay, and I'm doing that. Now, if I go back into the users, credit, total bandwidth. Yeah, so the total bandwidth, right. Now Dev, who has given away, was like 190 or something, or 180. Yeah, given away 180. Then, but the bandwidth is 200. Yeah, so that's cool. So now we have the basic bandwidth. So back into coin leaderboard, and let's duplicate this. Total coin leaderboard. Oh, but that's being filtered by clear all. So I'm wondering why it didn't work before. Don't know. Clear all, done. So that's the total coin leaderboard. Below here we want total coin. So maybe up here it could be like the balance. And then down here would be the bandwidth. I like knowing that it's not quite the right name, but you just get somewhat closer, and then you can update it later. So total coin leaderboard, we'll say bandwidth leaderboard, user, name, values, credit, total bandwidth. So, right, that's being added. So that makes Dev look good. This is like Dev is spending more than he has, which shouldn't really be possible. But all these people have been giving this, but he's the leader of how much he's contributed. It's not how you spell bandwidth, is it? Bandwidth. Width. Bandwidth. Total credit doesn't equal no. Right. Again. Yeah, because then you could have a zero balance, but you spent and earned $1 million each. So the sort by the total credit, sort by credit total bandwidth, and we could say, oh, well, we do want to filter if your total bandwidth is not 0. So then you're not even on the leaderboard. Credit total bandwidth is not, this is where truthy and falsy values go, it doesn't equal 0. Well, you're summing up two positive numbers, so it'll never equal 0, but yeah. Cool. Bandwidth leaderboard. Look at that. Oh, that's something useful. And you can still filter by tags. It'd be nice if all the results. All the people with bikes and chess and code and coding. Let's see how they rank up. Oh my gosh, Dev is in the lead. Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.